The porch light catches the ice crystals forming on the railing. November in Vermont means early frost, and tonight the cold seems to seep through the walls of the house my late husband built 40 years ago. I'm setting the table for Thanksgiving dinner when I hear Lucas's car in the driveway. The engine cuts, 2 doors slam. He's brought Vanessa. I smooth my apron and check the turkey one more time. The kitchen smells like home, like the 30 Thanksgivings Robert and I hosted before his heart gave out 3 years ago. I've been alone since then. Well, not entirely alone, but some truths are better kept close until the right moment. Mum, Lucas appears in the doorway, briefcase in one hand. Vanessa attached to his other arm like expensive jewelry. She's wearing cream cashmere that probably cost more than my monthly grocery budget. Her smile doesn't reach her eyes. There you are. I wipe my hands on my apron. Dinner's almost ready. We need to talk first. Lucas sets his briefcase on my kitchen table. The same table where he did homework, where Robert taught him to play chess, where we signed the mortgage papers in 1985. Vanessa perches on a chair, checking her phone. Can it wait until after we eat? I pull the turkey from the oven. 22 pounds of golden perfection. No, Mum, it can't. Something in his voice makes my hands still. We're having company tonight. Vanessa's parents are coming. Oh, I set the roasting pan down carefully. You didn't mention that. I'm mentioning it now. He loosens his tie. And Mum, I need you to just try not to embarrass us, okay? Vanessa's father is a partner at a major law firm. Her mother sits on charity boards. They're sophisticated people. The words hang in the air like the frost outside. Try not to embarrass us. As if I'm the family liability. As if this house, this dinner, this life I built isn't good enough. I see. I turn back to the counter. Start slicing bread I baked this morning. And what exactly would embarrass them? Vanessa looks up from her phone. Patricia, Lucas just means maybe don't mention that you're living on Social Security. Or that the house needs repairs. My parents are used to a certain standard. My knife pauses mid-slice. This house doesn't need repairs. The porch is sagging. She waves a manicured hand. The roof probably leaks. It's fine for you. But we want to make a good impression. Lucas shifts uncomfortably. Mom, just let Vanessa handle the conversation, okay? Talk about gardening or something. Safe topics. I set the knife down. Look at my son. Really look at him. When did he become this person? When did my boy, who used to defend me on the playground, learn to speak to me like I'm the help? I'll do my best, I say quietly. They disappear upstairs to freshen up. I hear Vanessa's voice through the ceiling, too low to make out words but high and sharp in tone. Giving orders, maybe. Or complaining. I've gotten good at distinguishing her moods by pitch alone. I'm arranging flowers in a vase when my phone buzzes. A text from a number I've been waiting to hear from all week. 4 words. Confirming 6:30. See you then. I slip the phone back in my pocket and smile. The doorbell rings at 6:15. Vanessa's parents arrive in a Mercedes that costs more than I made in 5 years of teaching. Her father, Gerald, has that particular confidence of men who've never been told no. Her mother, Claire, air kisses me and immediately starts inventory of my house with her eyes. What a quaint home, Claire says, touching my grandmother's china cabinet like she's identifying evidence. Very authentic country style. Thank you. I gesture to the living room. Please, make yourselves comfortable. We're settling in, making painful small talk about the weather and the drive up from Connecticut when the doorbell rings again. Vanessa's head snaps up. Who else is coming? Oh, didn't I mention? I stand, smoothing my dress. I invited someone too. I can feel Lucas tense from across the room. Vanessa's mouth opens slightly. This wasn't in their script. I open the door. The man standing there is about 50, wearing a well-cut suit and carrying a leather folder. He has kind eyes but a serious expression. Mrs. Morrison? Yes. Please come in. I step aside. He walks into my living room, and I watch my son's face drain of colour. Vanessa goes very still. Everyone, I say pleasantly. This is James Chen. He's a financial advisor. James, this is my son Lucas, his wife Vanessa, and her parents Gerald and Claire. Gerald rises. extending a hand. Financial advisor? Are you with Morgan Stanley? Goldman? Independent practice, actually. James shakes his hand, but his eyes are on Lucas and Vanessa. Mrs. Morrison asked me to join tonight because we have some family business to discuss. Business? Lucas's voice cracks slightly. Mom, what is this? Why don't we all sit down? I take my seat. James, would you like coffee? Wine? I'm fine, thank you. He settles on the couch, opens his folder. I'll try to keep this brief so you can enjoy your dinner. Vanessa finds her voice. Patricia, this is highly inappropriate. We have guests. Yes, we do. I fold my hands in my lap, and I thought Thanksgiving was the perfect time to talk about family matters, about gratitude, about honesty. James pulls out a stack of papers. Mrs. Morrison contacted me 6 weeks ago with some concerns about her financial accounts. Specifically, some unusual activity she noticed. Lucas is shaking his head. Mum, whatever you think. I interrupt, and my voice has steel in it now, that someone has been stealing from me. The room goes silent. Even Claire stops examining my wallpaper. That's a serious accusation, Gerald says carefully. He's using his lawyer voice now, the one that probably intimidates defendants. Perhaps we should discuss this privately. Oh, I think everyone here should hear this. I nod to James. Please, continue. James opens the folder. Over the past 18 months, Mrs. Morrison's savings account has been depleted by approximately $68,000. The withdrawals were made through online transfers, all authorized with Mrs. Morrison's login credentials. There you go. Vanessa relaxes slightly. She authorized them. Probably forgot. No offense, Patricia, but at your age, I'm 62, Vanessa. Not senile. I keep my voice level. James, tell them about the other account. Yes. James pulls out another document. More concerning is the home equity line of credit that was opened 3 months ago using this property as collateral. The credit limit was $200,000. So far, $90,000 has been drawn. Lucas stands up. That's impossible. I have the paperwork. James slides it across the coffee table. Someone forged Mrs. Morrison's signature. Someone who had access to her personal documents, her social security number, her bank account information. I watch Vanessa's face. She's good, I'll give her that. Her expression barely flickers, but her fingers tighten on her wine glass. This is ridiculous, she says. Patricia probably opened it herself and forgot. Older people do this all the time. Actually, James continues, the IP address used to submit the application traces to a coffee shop in downtown Hartford, near the real estate office where you work. Mrs. Vanessa Morrison. Now we see cracks in her composure. That doesn't prove anything. Thousands of people use that coffee shop. True. James pulls out another sheet. But the bank statements show the money was transferred to an account in your name. An account your husband doesn't appear to know about. Lucas turns to Vanessa. His face is white. What is he talking about? She stands, and I can see her calculating. Fight or flight. She chooses fight. This is entrapment. You can't prove I did anything. Patricia probably gave me access to help her manage her finances. She begged me to help her, actually. Said she couldn't keep track anymore. Funny, I say quietly. Because I never gave you access to anything. But you did have access to my house, to my office, to the file cabinet where I keep important documents. Lucas, we're leaving. Vanessa grabs her purse. Your mother has clearly lost her mind. We'll discuss this with an actual lawyer, not some random financial advisor she found. Sit down, Vanessa. Lucas's voice is cold. I've never heard him speak to her like that. Excuse me? Sit. Down. He's staring at her like he's never seen her before. Is it true? Did you steal from my mother? I didn't steal anything. But her voice wavers. I borrowed it. For us. For our future. The real estate investment I told you about? I needed capital. Using my mother's house? Lucas's hands are shaking. You forged her signature? She wasn't using the equity. The house just sits here, appreciating, while she lives on pennies. It made financial sense. It's called fraud, Vanessa. James's voice is gentle but firm. It's a felony. Claire makes a small sound. Gerald is very pale, and I realize he's calculating the damage to his reputation. A daughter caught in financial crimes. The shame of it. Mrs. Morrison, Gerald says carefully. Perhaps we can come to an arrangement. Vanessa clearly made an error in judgment. We can repay the money. All of it. With interest. No need to involve authorities. No need? I stand now. Your daughter has been stealing from me for over a year. She's been using my home as collateral without my knowledge. She's been lying to my son. And you want to write a check and make it go away? Mother. Lucas starts. No. I hold up a hand. Let me finish. Vanessa, you came into this house and called it quaint. You told my son I would embarrass you. You've spent months making me feel small in my own home, making him feel ashamed of me. But the real embarrassment is sitting right there. Vanessa's face is red now, rage replacing calculation. You ungrateful old woman. Lucas takes care of you. He pays your bills. He pays the utilities, I correct. Because I let him, because he insisted. But I own this house free and clear. I have my teacher's pension. I don't need anyone's charity. I certainly don't need yours. Lucas sinks into a chair. Mom, I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. I believe you. And I do. My son is weak, maybe. Too easily led. But not cruel. That's why I'm going to give you a choice. A choice? I look at James. He nods and pulls out one more document. I've had papers drawn up, I say. A restraining order and a civil suit for the full amount of money taken plus damages. If you sign them, Vanessa, and agree to repay every penny, I won't press criminal charges. You can't. I can. And I will. I meet her eyes. But there's one more condition. You and Lucas get a divorce. Immediately. You get nothing from him. No alimony, no assets, nothing. You take your fraud and your lies, and you get out of my son's life. The silence is deafening. Gerald stands. Lucas, surely you won't agree to this. Vanessa made a mistake, but divorce? Lucas is staring at me. Mom, you said a choice. What's the choice? The choice is yours, honey. I move to stand in front of him. You can stay with Vanessa. Defend her. Maybe hire a good lawyer. Spend the next few years in court while I pursue criminal charges. Watch her go to prison for fraud. Live with the woman who stole from your mother. I pause. Or you can choose differently. Choose honesty. Choose family. Choose to start over. This is insane. Vanessa's voice is shrill now. Lucas, tell her. Tell her she's being ridiculous. But Lucas is looking at me, and I see something shifting in his face. Recognition, maybe. Or shame. Or both. How long have you known? He asks quietly. 6 weeks. Since I got an alert about the equity line. Since I started actually looking at my accounts, instead of trusting everything was fine. Why didn't you tell me? Because I needed to be sure. I needed evidence. And I needed you to see who you married. He closes his eyes. When he opens them, there are tears. I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry I let her. I'm sorry I didn't protect you. You can protect me now. I touch his shoulder. You can make this right. Vanessa laughs, high and harsh. You're seriously going to choose her? She's a retired schoolteacher living in a falling-down house in the middle of nowhere. I gave you a life. A real life. You gave me lies. Lucas stands, and I see my boy becoming a man. Finally. You stole from my mother. You used me. You made me ashamed of the woman who gave me everything. Lucas, I want a divorce. The words come out steady. Strong. I'll sign whatever papers you need, Mom. She needs to face consequences. Vanessa's control shatters. She screams. Actual screaming, like a toddler having a tantrum. Calls Lucas names I won't repeat. Calls me worse. Gerald and Claire are frozen, watching their daughter unravel. Finally, James stands. I think we should all take a moment. Mr. and Mrs. Harrison, perhaps you'd like to take Vanessa outside. Mrs. Morrison has been very generous in offering a settlement, instead of immediately calling the police. Gerald moves like a man underwater. He takes Vanessa's arm. She tries to pull away, still screaming obscenities, but he's stronger. They move toward the door. You'll regret this, Vanessa spits at me. Both of you. I'll make you regret this. I already have everything documented, James says mildly, including recordings of this conversation. I'd be careful about making threats, Mrs. Morrison. The door slams behind them. Through the window, I watch Gerald push Vanessa into the Mercedes while Claire follows, her face a mask of horror. Lucas collapses back into the chair, head in his hands. I sit beside him, put my arm around his shoulders, like I did when he was little and scraped his knee. I'm sorry, he whispers. I'm so sorry, Mum. I know, baby. I know. We sit like that for a long moment. James quietly gathers his papers, giving us space. Then Lucas looks up. The turkey's probably cold. I laugh. Actual laughter. Probably. Want to help me reheat it? Yeah. He manages a small smile. Yeah, I do. We're in the kitchen. Lucas carving the turkey while I make gravy, when the doorbell rings again. Lucas tenses. If that's Vanessa, it's not. I wipe my hands. It's my other guest. I open the door. The girl standing there is 16, wearing jeans and a borrowed coat too big for her thin frame. She has Lucas's eyes, his mouth. Her dark hair is pulled back in a ponytail. Mrs. Morrison? Her voice is small. Emma. I pull her into a hug. Come in, please. She steps inside, nervous, clutching a backpack. I wasn't sure I should come. Your message said family dinner, but I don't want to intrude. You're not intruding. I take her coat. Your family. Lucas appears in the kitchen doorway. He sees Emma. Goes very still. Lucas, I say gently, I'd like you to meet someone. This is Emma. Emma, this is Lucas, your father. Emma's eyes go wide. Lucas's face cycles through shock, confusion, denial, recognition. What? He breathes. I guide Emma to the couch. Lucas follows like a sleepwalker. 16 years ago, I begin. Before Lucas met Vanessa, he was dating a girl named Sarah. Sarah got pregnant. She was scared. Her parents were strict. She disappeared without telling Lucas. Lucas is shaking his head. Sarah? From college? But she just left. I never heard from her again, because her parents sent her away to have the baby. I look at Emma, who's trembling slightly. They put Emma up for adoption. She grew up in foster care. About 6 months ago, she started looking for her biological parents. She found you? Lucas's voice is barely audible. She found my number through a search service. Called me 2 months ago. I squeeze Emma's hand. We've been talking. Getting to know each other. I wanted to tell you, but with everything happening with Vanessa. You knew I had a daughter? Lucas looks at me. I knew you had a lot on your plate. And I wanted to wait until Emma was ready. Until the time was right. Emma speaks up, her voice stronger now. Mrs. Morrison said I could come for Thanksgiving. Said it was time to meet you. But I understand if this is too much. I can go. No. Lucas moves closer, sits next to her, stares at her face like he's seeing a ghost. No, don't go. You have my eyes. Yeah, she smiles nervously. That's what Mrs. Morrison said. They look at each other. This father and daughter who are strangers. And I see something beautiful happening. Something breaking open and healing at the same time. I have so many questions, Lucas whispers. Me too. Emma's eyes fill with tears. I've wondered about you my whole life. Who you were. If you'd want to know me. Want to? Lucas laughs, and it's the sound of wonder. Emma, Yes. Yes, I want to know you. I want to know everything. I stand quietly. Move to the kitchen. Let them talk. I can hear their voices, tentative at first, then warming. Questions and answers. 16 years of missing pieces starting to fit together. James appears beside me. That was quite a Thanksgiving surprise. I have a flair for drama. I check the turkey. Still warm enough. Thank you for your help. My pleasure. He smiles. The restraining order and civil suit are ready when you are. We'll have Vanessa's signature by tomorrow, or I'll have her arrested. Her father knows that. Good. I start setting out plates. 3 plates. A family of 3. Will you stay for dinner? Thank you. But no. This is a family moment. He gathers his briefcase. I'll call you tomorrow about next steps. After he leaves, I finish setting the table. Lucas and Emma are still talking, their heads close together, discovering each other. Dinner's ready. I call softly. They come to the table. Emma nervous. Lucas still looking dazed. We sit. I say grace. Thank God for family. For truth. For new beginnings. As we eat, Emma tells us about her life. The foster homes. The family that almost adopted her but fell through. The group home she's in now. Lucas listens with growing horror and heartbreak. I'm sorry, he keeps saying. I didn't know. If I had known, you know now, I interrupt. That's what matters. Emma looks at me. Mrs. Morrison said. She said maybe, if things work out, I could visit sometimes. Get to know you both. Visit? Lucas sets down his fork. Looks at me. Mum, can she, could Emma stay here? With you? Emma's head snaps up. Really? I have 3 bedrooms, I say. One's been sitting empty for too long. If you want it, it's yours. Tears spill down Emma's cheeks. I've never had my own room. Ever. Well, now you do. I reach across the table, take her hand. Welcome home, sweetheart. Lucas is crying too now. We're all crying, actually, but it's the good kind. The healing kind. Mum, Lucas says, how did you know? About Emma being mine. Birth records. And I had James run a paternity test. The DNA matched what I had on file from when you had your wisdom teeth out. I smile. I'm old, not stupid. He laughs through his tears. I'm starting to realize that. We talk for hours. Lucas tells Emma about her grandfather Robert. About growing up in this house. I share photos, stories, memories. Emma drinks it all in like someone dying of thirst. Around midnight, I show Emma to her room. The bed is already made with fresh sheets. There are towels in the bathroom. A dresser waiting to be filled. I can't believe this is real, she whispers. It's real. I hug her. You're home, Emma. Finally. After she closes her door, Lucas and I stand in the hallway. Thank you, he says. For everything. For catching Vanessa. For finding Emma. For saving me. You saved yourself, honey. You made the right choice. I almost didn't. He looks ashamed. I almost chose her. But you didn't. I cup his face. You chose family. You chose truth. That's all that matters. He hugs me. This son of mine who lost his way but found the path home. Later, alone in my room, I look out at the November frost. The house is quiet but full now. Full of family. Full of hope. I think about Vanessa. Probably raging in some hotel room. About the legal battles ahead. About the money that may or may not be recovered. But mostly I think about Emma, sleeping in the room down the hall. About the granddaughter I've gained. About the second chance we've all been given. Robert would have loved her, would have loved seeing Lucas step up. Finally becoming the man we raised him to be. We did okay, I whisper to his memory. Our boy came home. Outside, the frost continues to form, but inside, everything is warm. Everything is right. This Thanksgiving, I'm grateful for courage, for truth, for family found and family reclaimed. And tomorrow, when the sun rises on this house my husband built, it will shine on something new, something better. It will shine on a family healing, a family whole again. That's worth more than any amount of money Vanessa stole, worth more than pride or appearances or sophisticated dinner guests. It's worth everything. I turn off the light and sleep peacefully, for the first time in months. Down the hall, my son and granddaughter sleep too, under the same roof, finally together. We're home, all of us, home.